We move on to Patriots Bills. Buffalo, 50 Fahrenheit, showers, 21 mile per hour wind. Patriots 2-4, 0-2 on the road. Bills 5-2, 2-1 home. Patriots coming off their worst home loss of the Bill Belichick era, 33-6 to the Niners. They'd gone 286 games without a 3-game losing streak. 2-4 for the first time since Belichick's first season in 2000 when the Pats went 5-11. New England was outgained 461 to 241. Cam Newton, 9-15 for 98 yards, 3 picks, and then replaced by Stidham. Stidham goes 6-10 for 64 yards and a pick. Belichick said his plan is to keep Newton as the starter. San Francisco completely dominated them. First half, 23-3 lead. They held the ball for 22 minutes and 30 seconds of the first half. 301 yards to 59. 4 first downs for the Pats, 18 for the Niners. Linebacker Brandon Copeland, torn pectoral muscle, done for the season. N'Keal Harry, head injury, did not return. He's listed as questionable. Left guard Joe Thuney, ankle injury, questionable. Right tackle Justin Herron, ankle injury. They're all listed as questionable, as are safety Kyle Duggar and defensive tackle Carl Davis. The Bills only managed 6 field goals against the Jets. All 10 of their drives finished in Jets territory, yet they came away with field goals. Allen goes 30-43 for 307 yards. 4th time he's thrown for 300 yards this year. That is the amount that they've had the Bills in the previous 7 years combined. 3rd quarterback in NFL history with 2,000 or more yards, 16 or more touchdowns, 3 or more rushing touchdowns in the season's first 7 games, but they clearly missed John Brown. Cole Beasley goes 11 catches for 112 yards. Croft 4 for 64. Stephon Diggs 6 for 48. Allen rushes 11 times for 61 yards. Moss 7 for 47. Singletary 8 for 29. The Bills then hold the Jets to 4 yards of offense in the second half. But Matt Milano and Tremaine Edwards are not healthy. They're out there playing, but they're not healthy. Milano on a limited snap count, 19 snaps, so he was part of 33% of the defensive plays after missing 2 weeks. Josh Norman, hamstring still out. Wallace, ankle still out. Tre'Davious White and Cam Lewis are playing through injuries. Offensive tackle Cody Ford is questionable. This is a Bills defense that it looks beaten up out there. Here we go. Pats, Bills. The Bills finally get to play the Pats without Brady back there. Buffalo opens up at -4. Now they're 3.5s on the board. There's even heavily juiced 3s. This total's dropped from 45 to 43. Bebsy, take it away. Pats, Bills.
Look, I think a huge factor in this game is the Bills playing the Pats without Brady, smelling blood in the water, really, really wanting this game, because if there's a team in the NFL that hates the Patriots more than the Bills, I'd like to see it. I do not think the Jets and Miami have that same hatred that the Bills do. They have just been annihilated for 2 decades by this team. That said, the Bills gave me no confidence in their shaky win over the Jets, over the lowly Jets last week. I am not terribly interested in betting on them again right now, but on the other side of the ball, man, we could not have been more dead wrong. I was not even close to that prediction. The Niners came out, injuries and all, and absolutely dominated the Pats. Cam Newton looked lost. Cam Newton looks like his mechanics are off again, as if that shoulder is acting up. I don't know. I could be wrong. It just looks like his delivery is out of sync. He was throwing awful balls. 4 picks last week that the Niners got. I think 3 of them were Cam's and 1 was Stidham's. But even Stephon Gilmore does not look like himself. Now, mind you, they don't have much of a pass rush now, and he's kind of out there by himself. But that Pats team looked horrendous for the 2nd week in a row. So both of these teams are very uninspiring right now. For me, it's no play. I don't know. I just think this is a lot of points to give a shaky Bills team. But again, this Bills team has been looking for this revenge for a while.
They have been. And because of how bad they've played, we're getting a real decent number. The question is, why have they been playing so bad? And I think it's because they're beat up defensively.
They are beat up defensively, but they kept that game. It was a low-scoring game. Their offense, if anything, was the part that really made me unimpressed. That offense looked terrible against a Jets defense that has no one. Neither of these teams are really exciting me right now. You put a gun to my head, and I take the Bills for sure. Or you give me a free play, I take the Bills. But, I've been on the Bills so much, and 3 weeks in a row they've played bad football. And, yeah, a lot of it has to do with injuries. But, man, both of these teams are playing ugly football right now. The difference is the Bills are actually a good team. They just maybe those injuries are piling up.
Yeah, it's a tricky game. Both teams are playing so badly.
Yeah, I mean there is the idea that the Bills had a look ahead game. They're like, okay, well, all we got to do is trounce the Jets, and then we get to have our redemption against the Pats. But it's hard to believe the Pats will come out that flat again. And I also don't think Belichick will take as long to pull Cam and put in Stidham if he plays anything like he did this. I thought he left Cam in way too long. I was surprised to see him roll out there for the second half because he was atrocious in the first half. I really thought we'd have seen Jared Stidham at the start of the second half. I really believe that Stidham comes in earlier this game if he continues to look that way.
If you want the under, and if it was available at 45, I would take it right now. And great call by Dennis in his chat group saying take that under 45. He said it on Sunday. If you want the under, you better hope Newton's in there, because Stidham, he throws the ball. There's pick sixes. He's out of control.
Stidham has looked good at times and he's looked bad at times, but I really think you roll out Cam and he plays like he did last week, then Belichick makes that switch a lot sooner.
Yeah. Whale Capper in the house, in the chat. Whale Capper, man, we need you here on screen. Whale Capper says he agrees with Bebsy. This is the Pats season on the line. Patriots, Bills, no move for either of us so far. I've still yet to pull a trigger. Robbie Tagaloa, the Samoan Thunder, says first half under. Bill will get the team together. New England will try to shorten the game and take away possessions. I agree with that.
That's a good look, yeah.
I agree with that. That first half under is Robbie Tagaloa is an excellent capper, so it's great to have him in the chat with us. We haven't seen him this year. Here we go. The first half under is sitting at 21. 21. Dan Kelly says maybe the Pats want a good draft pick. Al Cervix says that they're low-key going for Trevor Lawrence. Okay, let's move on.
I think Bill has way too much pride to tank. I don't think Bill Belichick's a lot of things, but I don't think he's a tanker.